Where am I within myself? And what I mean by that is, how do I view myself? Because if I'm entering marriage thinking that someone is going to come and complete me, then I've got a problem already.
Talk about it.
Because you've got to be able to be like, not independent, but you've got to be secure in yourself.
Yeah.
So that anyone that you get with are not completing you, but they're adding to you.
Yeah.
So it's two should become one. So it's two whole individuals coming together to make one. It's not, I'm 50%, now my spouse is coming, now I'm going to hit 100. No, you are 100% you.
Come on.
So have that confidence within yourself.
Good morning, good evening, good everything. My name is Chrysalis and welcome back to my podcast, Searching for Myself. Firstly, if you are new, remember to subscribe, like, and share. Let the people know what's up. So guys, today, I got fantastic guests. This one is actually for the mandem. I actually have my boys, Sam and Bam. Give it up for them. Woo! Make some noise.
Yeah.
Guys, talk to me. How you feeling?
Oh, good, you know. Do you know what? Do you know what's actually funny? Just seeing you in a professional setting, like,
Oh, you know
you
what?
got it all like
I set
sorted
bullets
out.
here, Sam. I'm not going to lie. You guys can see me in HD. Just don't look at my shirt, please. And the camera adds like 10 pounds. I've lost a lot of weight, guys. It makes you look a lot heavier, respectfully. So keep them comments to yourself. But yeah. What's up? How you guys feeling?
Good. It's good to be here. Yeah, I'm good. I'm glad to be here.
I'm honored, man.
Yeah, man. Life is good. How about you, Sam?
Yeah, life is good, man. It's life in as always. But you know what? We have to thank God.
We do. We do. Guys, today's title is Beyond the I Do. What commitment looks like in a marriage, obviously, and the reality of it. So this one is I would say for men. Women can relate as well. But guys, I've been hearing multiple things about like men facing commitment issues, this, that, and the other, blah, 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 which is true. But before we go into it, you know, I'm going to have to break the ice, guys. I always bring out like a icebreaker. So, guys, as you know, it's the favorite part. Take one and pass it down.
Thank you.
Got a couple of questions. If you're new here, basically, this is our icebreaker. It's called Agree or Disagree edition. If you agree, obviously, common sense, you do the green one. That is great. Okay, cool. And if you disagree, obviously... I love the fact that you guys fill it up. Because last time if I guess I was doing it, I'd do like...
Don't worry, we got your back, bro.
You got my back. Oh gosh, I feel so honored. Okay, so the first question, actually I'm going to do 5. The first question is, conflict is necessary for growth in a relationship. So do you agree or disagree? 3, 2, 1. Okay, why? We're all one. Okay, tell me why. Speak up. Don't be shy, Sam.
No, do you know what? I've got to think about it. I do agree with it, but it's one of those things where you like actually formulate it into words.
The number one rule is to turn off your
Sam, how dare you?
How dare you, Sam?
My bad, guys. Sorry, I'm new to this, guys.
I'm screaming.
But in all honesty, I think conflict is definitely healthy in a sense that if you don't have any disagreements, you're not really, and if you're not having any disagreements and you're only just agreeing with things all the time, like it, to me, I feel it's a little bit unhealthy. You know, having those disagreements, however big or small they are, obviously not blowing them out of proportion, is definitely healthy in terms of getting to know your partner, your friends, family better. Like it just helps in terms of one, getting to know each other better, understanding boundaries, understanding multiple things. So I do think having conflict definitely does build healthier relationships. I will now turn off my phone, guys. I'm very sorry.
Gee, Sam for president. Listen, he gave me a whole beautiful speech. You're gonna do. How can you match that, Val? What's up?
I concur.
Okay.
No, I mean, yeah, to be honest, it helps for growth. It's good because you learn from one another, you sharpen each other from it. And yeah, I think it's great. Let me not say it's great. In the time, it doesn't feel nice when there's conflict, but it opens the door to see, you learn about each other even more. Yeah. I'm not sure if the question was about marriage or just in relationships in general, but I think in friendships, whether it may be like conflict, as long as it's being resolved, I think that's really important. But yeah, it's good for growth.
Now we're all on one accord, to be honest. Second question, codependency is a sign of a strong relationship. 3,
Say that again.
So codependency is a sign of a strong relationship. So being dependent on each other is a sign of a strong relationship. 3, 2, 1. Oh wow. Okay. Explain why.
As in being. So let me just make sure I've heard the question right.
Screaming.
Being dependent on one another.
Yeah, it's a sign of a strong relationship.
Yeah, I believe so.
Okay.
Because it's a. Are we talking about the context of marriage, right?
Yeah, of course.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Just making sure. I mean, you're in a partnership, and so yes, there's an element of being independent, but also you're leaning on each other. You need each other for support. You're doing this. You're doing life together. I need you as much as you need me. So I think depending on one another, it's a sign of a strong relationship. If one spouse is all about I'm independent, I can do things by myself. I think that's a bit worrying. Like I'm not, just because you lean on me doesn't mean you're not able to do things, but it's a good sign if we're able to support one another.
Okay.
What's your
What about
thoughts?
you, sir?
Yeah, more or less agree with everything you said, but so I'll just keep my one really brief. I think that codependency does show signs of a strong relationship because it shows that you're growing together. I feel like when relationships grow apart, it's due to the fact that you are more independent than you are together. So with codependency on each other, it just shows that, okay, at certain stages, I'm depending on you on this, or I'm depending on you on that. So I do think it's a sign of a healthy relationship because just in every season that we go through, we're not going to always depend on each other the same way.
Yeah.
So having a healthy codependency, I think it does show signs of a really
Gosh,
good
let me
relationship.
walk my red flag off the stage. This is crazy. You know what? To be honest, I wasn't thinking in terms of marriage. You're right. In a marriage, I guess in that sense. But obviously, if it's boyfriend and girlfriend, I just think, I don't know. I don't want to. Yeah, each their own. But yeah, now I'm gonna be green because I don't want to be cancelled. But in marriage, most definitely, I would say. Other question is loyalty is more important than love. So is loyalty more important than love? 3, 2, 1.
Can I
You
just
know
do
what?
that?
I feel I don't know. I'm more like
Yeah,
I'm Team Switzerland.
I think is this an option?
Bro, I think we may have to table tennis because like I don't know. I don't. Okay, so Bam, what are you doing?
I'm like,
Are you
I'm like,
okay. I don't. If I'm being honest, I don't know. I wish we had like maybe a relationship expert here to kind of respectfully in their own field, relationship experts to hear their perspective as well. I don't know.
loyalty is more important than love.
Yeah.
Nah, I don't agree with that. I think loyalty is very important, but I think the very foundation of a relationship is love.
Yeah.
I think loyalty comes out from love. I think if when you love your spouse, then loyalty is part of it. I think it's definitely a part of it. Because on the flip side, you can almost say that someone can be loyal to someone, but they're not in love with them.
Yeah.
They're loyal out of obligation. So it's I guess it's language. I think when we're defining it, it's language. But I'd say you got to choose love. You got to choose love. As a believer, love is the paramount thing for me.
Amen. Listen, I agree with that. What about you, Sam? What are you thinking?
Yeah, I was thinking about it in two minds, so that's why I kind of just put like that. Because like you said, somebody can be loyal and not be in love, but also on the flip side, loyalty does grow from love as well. But in the way in which you're saying it, with regards to relationships, as opposed to like, okay, I'm loyal to my place of work. I do not love the organization.
Yeah, no, I get it.
I don't want to be fired. I absolutely love where I work. So
we love it.
Yeah.
We all love where we work.
But I have to agree with you in the sense of like when we're talking about a relationship, love is more important because like you said, it's out of that love that that loyalty grows. And I don't think it can be done. I don't really see a way that it can be done as effectively the other way, being loyal, and then out of that loyalty grows a love.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna stop with this, and I'll just
I
say,
agree.
Yeah.
Gosh. Okay. Emotions cloud our judgment. Yes or no? 3, 2, 1. Okay. Bam was like, I don't need a countdown. Cool. I think we all know, right?
Yes.
To be honest. And the last one was in regards to jealousy is a sign of love. Absolutely, positively not. Let me tell you something. I want you to zoom in. Okay, you can't zoom in. I'll edit it later. If the person is jealous of you, a jealous love, which leads to emotional abuse, physical abuse, you get your car, you get your keys, you get your baggage, you get your child, and you run up that hill. Run out of there. Because what kind of love is jealousy? You're mad. If you no, anyway, let me not go on a tangent. But yeah, if you're jealous of your partner and that's a form of love, you should be locked up in jail. I said what I said. Cool. Respectfully, we're gonna move on because my blood pressure is getting up. So guys, as I already said, the topic is beyond the I do, what commitment in marriage really means actually. So actually, we're just talking about preparing for marriage as more than planning. It's more than planning a wedding, obviously. Commitment, what commitment actually means, the misconceptions of commitment, and just learning actually how to, like, what it actually means to yourself and growing independently and growing in a relationship and all that good stuff. So it's kind of more focused towards those who are preparing for marriage or even a relationship leading to marriage or people who are commitment shy. Respectfully, this is for you. If you feel a certain way, I'm not sorry, listen up. So guys, marriage, preparing for marriage. Let's even talk about commitment. I would bang out some statistics. I'll be lying if I said I had some statistics. But knowing men, why do you think majority of men are more kind of commitment shy in regards to not entering a new season of marriage? Because I feel some men who are not of faith, for argument's sake, they fear getting married, but having a baby, shout out to Nick Cannon respectfully, who has 12 kids and by several different baby mamas, respectfully, shout out to you, Mariah Carey, if you ever listen, I'll have you on the podcast. They just create, respectfully, again, what's considered as broken homes. So they're more happy to do that. Whereas in regards to entering a marriage, they're like, oh gosh, that's too much commitment. So the maths ain't mathing for me, but why do you guys think like commitment, why certain men are very much commitment shy? And do you have kind of any advice or any situations, any scenarios? What's your thoughts? So it's quite a large amount of information to digest.
I'll talk first, and leave the married guy to answer last as well. But I think I did get a really good piece of advice a couple years ago. I'm not sure if it's this man right here who gave it to me or somebody else. But
if it's good, it was me.
Claim it.
Okay. So he basically said that this person, it was a he. They basically said that the girl that you date is not the girl that you enter a relationship with. The girl that you enter a relationship with is not the girl that you might actually propose to. Ooh. And the girl you propose to may not be the woman that you actually marry. And the woman that you marry may not be the woman that you are having children with.
What?
And so on and so forth. And obviously explained a little bit further, because obviously the saying in and of itself sounds, ooh, wow, this is profound.
So I'm going to have to click, because that was something poetry.
To explain it a little bit more is that we as human beings, we are all changing. Like from the day we were born up until the moment we are right now, we have changed. Yeah. And we can also apply that into our experiences, our stages in life as well. We are all in the process of changing from something into something else.
Yeah.
And I feel where it comes to the commitment side of things, one of the things, well, for me, I look forward to it personally, but I did mention this particular saying to a couple of other friends of mine, and it scared them.
Yeah.
It really did scare them, because it's like, okay, I got with you because of who you are at this very moment in time. So for me to now commit to what I have right now with no guarantee that you're going to be that same person a month from now, a year from now, a decade from now, that could be kind of scary, especially when you've established certain things within the parameters of a relationship. So I do feel that for some men, it is the fear of change within a relationship that causes them to be a bit commitment shy. Yeah, I think that's one of them for me.
Oh, that's
Yeah,
beautifully
I
said.
think to add to that, I think some people are scared of commitment because of commitment itself. I think that some people, the idea of committing to something can be quite daunting. Some people can't even commit to the gym. Do you get what I'm saying? Like, you know, some people can't commit to a diet, you know, so there's so many things. So when it comes to that, like,
I'm catching strays, guys. Because that's the way.
no, I mean, listen,
playing.
I myself am guilty of some things that I struggle to commit to. And so if you're telling me that I'm going to have to be with this person for the rest of my life, you know, alarm bells for some people, for some guys will be like, oh my gosh, how am I going to do this? Especially when my spouse is going to change X amount of times in the course of marriage, potentially. Life is going to be different, you know. There's going to be storms that may come, you know. Work is going to be different. Her body might change. I might change. There's so many factors to it. And so that's why I think a lot of guys potentially may be fearful with committing to one person because they're actually scared. Can I really do this? But, you know, with that being said, you know, if there's a choice to be made, and if you're making that choice, then you're going to have to go through with it.
No, I most definitely, apologies, agree, because I think there's lots of like common misconceptions about commitment, because they're thinking like, if the relationship is right, it should be easy, this and the other. But I think there's a level of personal growth that needs to take place for the person. And not only emotionally, physically and spiritually, they really have to sit down with another person. And I think lots of people are quite commitment shy because they don't want to take that accountability and responsibility that they have to put in work for something, which is they're kind of scared, or sometimes they don't even have a vision of what this relationship will look like, what type of goal they want it to look like. So sometimes they're just like, you know, I'd rather have fun rather than commit to you for marriage, and we'll see how it goes, which I feel like is kind of unfair in a sense, because it's low-key kind of love bombing, I would say. And blessed with women, they're so, I don't want to say stereotypically, but you know, they hold on to words more than I feel personally men do. But I may be wrong, so shout out to you guys. But I just feel like guys need to be more mindful, and women, you can't, I feel like, and this may be controversial, you can't change a man. A man will only change if he wants to change. But yeah, gosh.
Can I also add to that? Like, I think
course.
also I think there's the whole idea of marriage, because I think that's what we're talking about here, like
Most
getting into a
definitely.
relationship with marriage being a goal. I think it's been distorted. So people's views on marriage has completely changed, you know. And so once something has been distorted and the idea of it has been changed, people then feel a certain way regarding it. And so that's why I think it's so important that people just need to be educated regarding it and really look at, actually, let's go back to the purpose of this thing. Why was marriage there? Why has it been established? And remind people of the beauty of it. And so then people then walk into it knowing, actually, I want marriage. I want to do this. I want to commit to one person because it's a beautiful thing.
Yeah, I totally agree with that.
I was going to ask, what kind of questions do you ask before you enter a marriage? Like, how do you actually prepare for marriage in that sense? So those couple who are in a obviously committed relationship, who are maybe engaged or leading to engagement, how do you actually prepare to be married to a person? Like, what do you actually talk about? Is it finances? Is it your values? Is it anything? What's your thoughts?
I'll talk because I'm married.
Oh yeah, yeah.
A few questions. I think you've got to have the same beliefs. So you got the same foundational beliefs. I think you got to ask each other questions about finances. 100%. You got to be very transparent. I would even say talk about, if you're from different backgrounds, talk about your upbringing. Yeah, like have some deep conversations, because you got to remember your upbringing shapes who you are. And so you're two people coming together. Let's say you get married around the age of 25, you've had 25 years of being brought up a certain way. You've had your partner's got 25 years of being brought up a certain way. So when you now come together, it's gonna, you know what I'm saying? And so you have those questions, have those discussions about upbringing. And talk about just desires, passions. Like, where do you see yourself in a few years? Are you one who wants to travel? Are you one who wants to stay put in this country? Are you, do you know what I'm saying? Have these conversations. What was your relationship with your parents like? Because again, that's going to have an impact on how you view parenthood and also how you view a marriage. Those are just some questions I would say you have. And even with that, I'd also say, like, make sure you have accountability, that walk with other couples as well. Because they can then ask you questions that you may not think of.
Yeah. What about you, Sam? I know obviously you're not married, but what type of questions do you feel like you would ask your spouse when you're leading into marriage? What's important to you?
Well, that's a question that I've never really thought about. That's a really good question. Like, because I just think about questions you ask when you're dating in general. But obviously, with everything that Delia said already, those are really the important things. The financial aspects of things, where you see yourself in the short term, medium, and long term. Like, I think those are really important because it's like those are some of the building blocks that you're going to have to build your home on. So I think those types of questions are really important. The parenting thing was really good, and I would also say, what is your? Did you mention relationship with your parents as well? Okay, yeah. So I think that one for me is really, really, really important. Just because, again, if you don't have a great relationship with your parents, obviously circumstances do differ, but in general, if you don't really have a good relationship with your parents, it does affect how you're going to be when you are married. Like, I've seen it with my parents, I've seen it with other couples as well, that their relationships with their parents have molded them in ways that, to even them, they don't even realize that that's affected how they approach their relationships. So I think those are some of the key questions that you really should ask.
Yeah, no, I 1000% agree, especially in terms of the parenting situation, looking at how their upbringing actually will mold them to be that type of parent and what's expected from the marriage itself, especially when it comes to finances. Is it 50-50 or is it a situation where they expect the man to pay for, the mortgage and the woman to pay for just utility bills? Whatever works for your household, whatever works. But those are really important questions to actually consider, because what you don't want, and I will also definitely think that you should do pre-marriage counselling. I know some people are kind of like, what's the point? You're not even married yet. But for me personally, I'm not married, obviously, but I think you need to equip yourself and prepare yourself for the storm that may come your way. So just have someone who's experienced, someone who's respectfully, maybe I would say a pastor who's, I don't want to be shady again. Jesus, take the wheel. Okay, I won't be shady, but a pastor who has a marriage that is reflecting of Christ. Look at God. I'm so proud. I read my Bible this morning and he's working on me because,
Could I actually add another thing into probably one of the conversations as well? Expectations when it comes to intimacy as well. I think, I don't know whether it was a conscious thing, but we didn't bring that up at all. But I was just saying, I was like, no, that's actually kind of important.
That is important.
What are your expectations where it comes to sex, where it comes to intimacy? Like, what kind of person are you in that respect? Obviously, some people come into it having a sexual past. Some people come into it as virgins. Some people come. I feel that type of conversation is definitely needed as well, because that's something that would probably need to be addressed even before. Obviously, it would probably need to be addressed even before marriage as well.
Wow, that's a powerful statement, because I feel like as people of like Christians, we don't really talk about that in terms of the expectations of intimacy with your partner when you're married. Let's give it 100.
No sex before marriage.
Come on, that's what I'm trying to say, guys. Like, but respectfully, we shy away from the topic, and I think it is important, because no one's really, I don't say anyone's perfect or this and the other, but we just need to talk about realistic and expectations of what this person expects. And I think that's a beautiful thing to discuss, because it will be peak if you don't discuss it with that person. And then one person's like very excited, another person has a low libido. It's peak. So you gotta talk about it. You gotta talk about it. That's actually hilarious. Okay. So we talk about in terms of, so were you going to say something?
No.
Okay. We talked about in terms of asking questions with a person that you're leading to marriage. But what type of questions do you think you should ask yourself in terms of preparing yourself for marriage? Like, are you emotionally available, and are you emotionally like prepared for commitment and all these things? Is there any kind of tools or anything that you could think personally, like as a married person, on a person leading to marriage in the future? Anything that you could think that would actually benefit you, or those who are entering marriage or looking forward to it?
Yeah, I think questions you can ask yourself. To be honest, if I kind of feel like if you're asking the same questions you're asking someone, your spouse to be, someone that you're dating, engaged to, you're probably gonna have to answer yourself as well. But if I'm gonna have some self-reflective questions before speaking to my partner, I would say, ask yourself, where are you spiritually?
Yeah.
Because as a man as well, I've got a role to play when I enter marriage. So where am I spiritually? What's my mature levels like? Like, what's my maturity saying?
Yeah.
I'll definitely ask myself those kind of questions. Where am I within myself? And what I mean by that is, how do I view myself? Because if I'm entering marriage thinking that someone is going to come and complete me, then I've got a problem already.
Talk about it.
Because you've got to be able to be like, not independent, but you've got to be secure in yourself.
Yeah.
So that anyone that you get with are not completing you, but they're adding to you.
Yeah.
So it's two should become one. So it's two whole individuals coming together to make one. It's not, I'm 50%, now my spouse is coming, now I'm going to hit 100. No, you are 100% you.
Come on,
so
man.
have that confidence within yourself, know who you are. And then, of course, when you find your spouse and that person is definitely going to compliment you, it's going to bring things out of you, that's great. But be confident in who you are. Just have an assurance in who you are. Those are just a few things I would ask myself before entering marriage.
Yeah, I was gonna sum it up, like more or less everything you said, like asking like, how well do I even know myself? Because one thing I discovered over the last couple of years is that one of the things that really dictated a lot of the relationships that I've been in is not wanting to be alone. So one of the things that I had to really understand is, why do I have that feeling? Where does that come from? Where does the origin of that feeling come from? And not only okay, understanding where that is, am I actually willing to deal with it as well? And I'll say that I've chosen to actually deal with it as well. But I think one of the questions is like, do I even know myself? Do I know what I want from a relationship?
Yes.
What there's a thing that we like to differentiate in terms of your wants in a relationship and your needs in a relationship. Like, I can want a certain type of woman, but if I have that type of woman, does that type of woman meet my needs? Like, I can say that my needs are, we are of the same faith.
Yeah.
My needs could be that we need to be able to have open communication. We need to be able to do specific things together. We need to be able to be not be a certain way, but there are certain things that you would need in order for any relationship you enter to work. So knowing yourself and knowing what you need from a relationship, and knowing who you are as a person as well, and what kind of things you might need from a relationship, I think that was something that you will need to ask yourself, because then it makes it a lot easier to kind of vet. I know we're talking about in a marriage, but even in the sense of dating, it makes it a lot easier to be like, okay, I can kind of suss certain things out that may not work for me. And that makes it a lot easier in terms of your dating life. But then when it comes to marriage as well, like being able to express, okay, I need this. And being able to have that conversation as to whether your partner is able to help you with that, or how they're going to be able to help with that, or whether it's something that you need to go away yourself and say, okay, cool, this is something I need to deal with as well. So yeah, I think is, how well do I even know myself? Like, if I don't know myself, then like there's no point in getting into a relationship, because or even preparing, not obviously not even preparing for marriage. Like, you're not even prepared to be with yourself. So how can you prepare to be with somebody else? So yeah, I think how well do I even know? How well do I know myself? Is a question that I would ask myself in a self-reflective way as well.
I love that, and I love the fact that you said in terms of like you said, knowing yourself, and if you want to enter the marriage, is it because you feel ready, or do you feel like because of loneliness? Because I feel like in society, especially of people of faith, they kind of pressure you from the age of, like, let me be honest, 21 or so. Say you're in a relationship and they're like, you youngers, get together, get married, blah, blah, blah. And it's like, bruh, like, do you even know what like marriage is? Some people, they're ready, God bless them. Other people, I personally feel not everyone's controversial, called to be married, but but I'm not saying like, if you're in a relationship, obviously lead to marriage, innit? But what I'm saying is like, some people I feel like are called to do the work of God single and by themselves. Other people, marriage. But that's my personal belief, and I may be wrong. So
singleness is a gift.
Also a gift, yeah. But I love that. I think what's most important is for people to know themselves, like you said, a lot more, and know that if they're bonding with someone for argument's sake, whether it's their actual bonding or is it trauma bonding, do you know? Because lots of people trauma bond and they're like, oh, they're going to accept me for my flaws, this and the other, because this is who I am, this is who I've made myself to be, because this person hurt me. And it's like, I thought that's a bit weird.
Yeah, punishing somebody for someone else's mistakes.
Yeah, and I would like to know if they go to bed angry. Do you know what I mean? I know this sounds really silly, but like for me, because
So how are you going to say that? You're going to be like, hey, do you go to bed angry?
I'm like, so what time, what time do you go to bed? Like if we had a conflict, do you need time to, go to
like
sleep?
that?
Yeah,
oh,
obviously.
sorry.
What do you think?
You had what I had in mind, didn't it?
What did you think? What did
you
you
go
think?
to bed like for no reason, you're punching up the pillow, going to bed angry.
Wow. Literally punching up the sofa. No. Like in terms of your
Conflict resolution. Okay,
yeah, because some people like to sleep on it. Other people like to talk. I don't want to go to bed angry. I just don't think it. But other people, it works for anyway.
Yeah, I get
but
that.
yeah, so that's actually hilarious. I am shouting.
Thank God you
clarified. Because listen, honestly, because imagine like you're like, how do you go to bed? Like, are you shy? Are you angry? That's so weird. I'm blocking that person from my life. My gosh. No, that's funny. That's actually hilarious. Is there anything you feel like, actually for you, Bam, what is one of the best piece of advice you was given before you actually got married?
Oh, one of the best advice. I feel like I was given this. I mean, I always share this with people, but I'm sure someone said it to me. And they said to me and Philippa, my wife, they said, it's all great planning for the wedding day. That's all good. But how much you invest in the wedding day, 100-fold that into your marriage. Wow. So it's like, I think it's so easy, especially in this day and age, that you're really consumed with the wedding day, the finances, all of the stuff that you're pumping into this wedding day. And it's all good if you've got the means, you've got the capacity. I mean, that's a whole nother topic in itself. But don't neglect investing into your marriage. And it starts now. Yeah. The seeds that me and my wife, we weren't married, but there's certain seeds that were planted in prayer. Yeah. Certain things that we knew, okay, when we get married, we're going to make sure that we work on this, that we did while we were courting, or let's just be real, dating, that we were doing. And we reap the benefits of it within marriage. And so, I think one of the best advice was like, really invest in your marriage. Another big advice as well is another great advice that we got was have a date night and make it a non-negotiable. Life happens, you know, things are gonna happen. But me and my wife have one day a week, which is a non-negotiable that we say this is date night. Our family knew about it. To be fair, we actually started that before marriage, and it continued into marriage. But it was also like, it's an intentional quality time. So it could be us reading a book together. It could be us playing cards. It could be us watching a film. Whatever it may be, maybe going out. Whatever it may. Obviously, it changes as life goes on with kids and all that stuff. But having that time that's committed to one another, it's been really good. And then my last piece of advice that I received that really helped, and again, had it going into marriage, is just have solid people around you. Like, be transparent. Have people you can walk alongside with. You know, this life isn't, marriage isn't, because you normally hear it, and I hear it and I don't like it, but you normally hear it, especially in a Nigerian wedding. Like, you hear it. I could say African, but let me just say Nigerian, because I've heard it more so. It's like, and I get it, they say, what happened between you and your husband? It's just between you and your husband. They say it in the speeches, like, just keep it between you two. And I get the heart, but I think it's also, we've got to also address that, actually, no, I need perspective. Because me and my wife may be missing each other. No, I need some outside perspective to come in and speak into it. I'll never forget the day where me and my wife were missing each other and I couldn't put the language into the situation. Met with another couple who we were walking alongside with. They were talking about they're going for the same thing. And he said what I was thinking, but I couldn't put into language. And it was like a light bulb moment. And I was like to my wife, that is it. That's what I've been trying to say for the past week. Just sharing what we're going through with someone else. So have solid people around you that you can walk and be transparent with.
No, that's beautiful, actually. Especially, I like that, because you're right. When it comes to weddings, like the weddings, and I'm Ghanaian, as you guys know, but some of them, like, you know, when there's trouble, just keep it between you and your spouse. I'm like, this is crazy. I'm like, you guys are mad. Like, imagine you're suffering and there's no one to seek advice from. It's wild. I think, definitely have the spirit of discernment, who to tell to. Unfortunately, some people are radios. They like to they like to express everything, and it's not necessarily wise. I would say pick a couple that you know that you could definitely confide in, and actually obviously reflect the body of Christ and give you sound advice and hold you accountable. Because if you're wrong, they'll be like, no, you're actually wrong in this situation. And I do agree in terms of, I do think men are definitely from Mars and women are from Venus. It's like the way that sometimes we try and communicate with each other is peak. But like, it's definitely interesting. I think what we forgot to say in terms of love language, I think like we didn't kind of explore, when you're leading for marriage, obviously, know about the other person's love language. Some people are physical touch, other people are gifts. I always call them the gift people. They're very, actually, let me not insult you people.
Gift people.
Yeah, the gift people, because I'm just like, bruh, so I could just like give you all of this money and then you're like, happy. And what happens, God forbid, if I ever go broke? What's your love language?
But I think even with that, it's a bit debatable, because I think those who've got the gift, it's the gift of the gift. Those who've got the love language of gifts, I think it's more so, I think they like being thought of.
I never
so that's how I look at it sometimes. I think they like to be thought of, and I think they also like sentimental. So not so much, I'm giving you money, but actually the idea of, I've just come out from the shop, but I thought of you. I picked you up a Mars bar or Snickers or flowers. I think it's the idea from those who I've seen with the gift of the love language of gifts. I think it's more so the thought process of actually they thought of me and therefore they gave me something. I think that's what it is. I mean, I hope so. I think anyone else who's just about money, I don't think that's the love language of gift.
I ain't saying she's a gold digger.
You said it.
But she ain't breaking the knife.
I think you're something else.
My gosh, no, that's actually true. Out of curiosity, what's your guys' love language? You're like,
No, I'm pretty sure we've had private discussions.
Have we? If you feel comfortable saying that,
no, because I'm trying. I don't know. Every single time, like this question comes up, it's like I have to really seriously think about this.
Yeah.
Like it's like my love language is this. If you catch me on this day, and if you catch me on another day, is this.
Bro, does it change like that? Do you think?
I think possibly, because like for me, I've never really truly bought into people who have a set standard of love languages. Like I feel that it is very much dependent. Like I wouldn't say that I'm much of a giver because I'm an overthinker. I will say, ooh, they might like this, but maybe some that disqualifies me from the giving thing because I overthink so much. But there are periods where I will look at someone and be like, yeah, I know they're like this. So, and it depends on when you catch me. Sometimes it's touch.
Yeah.
Sometimes like I might have a hard day, and like, you know what, a hug would really
Let's
help.
talk about it. It's true.
You know what I'm saying? So I think
Come rub my head. Come rub my head.
you know what?
Rub my head.
Yes, and I said rub.
I'm
Yes.
screaming. I'm crying. Well, whatever works, bro.
Yes. But you know, yeah. So, but if I'm gonna say like just off the rip, what is my love language?
Yeah.
Like, what do I like to receive as a love language? Well, today, definitely, it would probably be a gift because
Okay.
obviously you're not gonna pan to my shoes, but I am wearing Crocs today because I've had a very
We won't
tough
zoom out.
day.
It's okay.
Do not zoom out, please.
It's all right. It's fine.
It was a really difficult day, should I say? But
So
like,
what, do you want us to gift you some?
That would be
shoes?
lovely.
Trainers.
that would be lovely.
Chris,
Yeah.
you better be making money from this
We'll
podcast.
make money,
so you can sort him out.
Any brands that want to sponsor this thing, like
Yes, I'm very open to it.
I'm screaming.
So-
that is hilarious.
But yeah, no, but I think in general, I do genuinely love time.
Yeah.
Spending time is a really big thing for me. Like, if we don't spend time,
Yeah.
it's like, I don't know, there's feel like there's a distance and a lack of closeness. And yeah, again, I'm a very touchy feely person. I am a hugger. Like, so I do like touch. I do in terms of love language. So I'll say those two specifically, those don't really change. Those two have never really ever changed. Like, those are definitely the top two for me.
Oh, that's beautiful. I just had an image on my mind, like you coming home from work stressed and you're just with your wife and your wife is like, I know what you need. And then you're sitting down and she's like rubbing your head and you're like, oh, thank you. Thank you so much for the massage. That's cute. That's cool. That's cool. What about you, man?
Similar. I think mine changes depending on the season. But I think, generally speaking, to be fair, my wife will probably be the best person to ask. But I think I'm words of affirmation.
Nice.
Yeah, I think I'm words of affirmation and acts of service probably. Yeah, those two. I think those are my two highest. I think it depends on the type of mood I'm in when I take that survey or questionnaire. But those two, acts of service and words of affirmation.
That's sick. That's really cool. That's really cool. Mine is definitely the same. It was words of service. Wow, words of affirmation, and definitely what's the other one that you said?
Acts of service.
Definitely, because I feel like I want to change it though, because I don't like the fact that if someone says you look really nice today, and I'm like all gassed and like giggly, that should I'm like, oh, that's annoying. But like, do you know what I mean? It annoys me. Like, why am I like that? Do you know, like, I'm a grown man, I'm giggling. Are you okay?
Stop it.
I'm blushing. Like, you can't see it because I'm melanated, but I'm blushing like literally ridiculous. But no, acts of service is a big one. The fact that you actually thought of me, and it could be just the little things, you know, for argument's sake, you're in the garden and you're like literally like cutting the grass or blah, blah, blah. And then the missus just brings your wife, brings your, just a glass of water. And it's like, rah, like, do you know what I mean? Like, it's very considerate. Even you see that I'm tired and I'm this and the other. It's very, for me, that's beautiful. The least is, I would say, which I'm working on, physical touch. It depends. With touch, I associate that with trust, and I would really have to trust you to feel like that. I feel like that's different with, actually, it coincides with intimacy, I guess, in that sense. But I'm talking about in general, like to trust you, like, I'm going on a tangent anyway.
That's so interesting.
It is, yeah. Because like, you know, when I meet certain people, oh my days, I'm getting into it. I'll never forget. Was that at your wedding? No, it was someone else's wedding. And it was at a church. And I met someone, like, just as a friend, they were introducing. Usually, you know, guys, when we introduce people, we're like, guys, that's cool. When it comes to females, I usually give them a hug. But this lady, she came, God bless her, if you're watching, she, like, gave me, like, a double, like, cheek kiss. And I was horrified. Because I was just like, I don't know you from Adam.
Did she hold your face?
Huh?
Did she hold your face?
No, she just, like, proper came in, like proper. And I was just like, it's nice, don't get me wrong. but like in terms of I was just like, I'm not about it. It's just
So there are levels to this.
Because like I don't know, like, but it was an endearing moment. It wasn't, but I was just like, rah, like people really be like kissing each other's cheeks like that on the first time I met you, like rah.
No,
But,
I can actually see it right now.
yeah, I was like,
I just
I was like startled. But I said, don't.
freezing up. I'm just like,
Because when I had the first kiss, I was like, oh, she's going for the second one. Don't act weird. Don't this and the other. I was like, nice to meet you. In my mind, I was like, oh my gosh, I barely like touching people that I don't know. But yeah, I was going to say before we wrap it up, it's the same love language that you guys obviously receive. Is that what you put out? If that makes sense. So like, because you said the words of affirmation and this and the other, do you put that out, or is it kind of different, or do you work towards what your wife or your partner's love language is?
I would say that would probably be my default, because that's what I like to receive. So because that's what I like to receive, I like to also give that as well. But I think this has come with age and experience, that I've learned that it's actually better to understand your partner's love language and more or less act on that. But I always try to avoid the ones that like gift giving, because again, overthinking. Like I will have sleepless nights.
Yeah, raw. That's real.
So, I think it's definitely a default. Like I would definitely love for that touch. I would definitely love for what was that one that I said against you? I told you.
You said physical touch and
Gifts.
Gifts,
Yeah, because he wanted to replace his Crocs.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So that was for today.
Never forgets anything.
I think by default it would be what I like to receive. But then obviously once you get to know a person, then it's like, oh, okay, I can see they appreciate this more.
Yeah.
So I'm going to just pivot and do that instead.
I hear it.
Yeah, I agree.
Wow. This was actually amazing. Honestly, guys, I truly love and appreciate these incredible men. And I'm not just saying that because not just saying that because you guys are here, respectfully, but when I thought about this topic, I was like, who are the two men that I really respect and admire, especially one who's married? And me and my sister, shout out to Hannah, and shout out to my sister Philippa, we've always loved and supported, obviously, your marriage. So we really loved about it is that you guys very uplift each other in public as well, which is such a beautiful thing. And it's I always say from the outside, seeing people who are married, it's such a healthy form of communication. Like when you're even doing competitive games or this, that, and the other, it's really nice. Whereas there's, whereas, I'll leave it there.
Let wisdom.
Wisdom be my friend.
The less said.
Yeah. So not whereas. It's a beautiful stop. It's a beautiful thing to see. Yeah. And I encourage everyone to do so. Uplift your partner and just encourage to be the best version of yourselves. But have you guys got anything you want to plug in before we wrap this up? I'm screaming. No. Any projects you're coming out with? Anything? Nothing.
No, nothing at the moment. Not right now.
I am shouting.
But now you said it. The next time I do have something to plug, I will definitely be coming on.
Oh, big facts.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, no, most definitely. We're gonna have to do this again. We'll have Vera on it. It's gonna be God willing. I'm just putting it out there like a Christmas special. If you guys agree,
we made it back already. Everyone's just waiting. Oh, no. He said it. He said it now. So.
It's got to happen now.
Yeah, it's gotta. Unless I edit it out. No, I'm playing. Cool. And you don't need to plug in your socials if you don't want to. That's perfectly fine. We'll leave it. Cool. All right, guys, remember to share, like, subscribe. I hope you enjoyed watching Searching for Myself podcast with your boy, Chrysalis. Until next time.
Next time.
Take care. I was not me about to do gunshots.
Oh, no, looking at you. Have you got a jingle?
Yeah,
jingle.
I
need a jingle.
You need a jingle.
You guys need to give us a jingle. Make up something.
Huh?
This is where Philippa would have been fantastic.
Oh yeah, she's an amazing vocalist. Check her out.
Done a song like that. So I don't have that
gift. Searching for myself. Searching for myself. That means dancing tune, by the way. Okay, bye. Thank you.